The tourism industry has been affected by the COVID-19. The building and construction industry, virtually all sectors of the economy have been affected. We want to look at how the construction and the real estate industry has been, and to shed more light on that, I'm joined by Suraj Jairam, who is the team leader of Mira Construction. And perhaps in 1 minute, kindly tell us something about Mira.
Thank you, Ben, for having us. Thank you, KPC team. We are basically a development and construction company, having undertaken various constructions for the last 20 years. We've been in this industry for the last 20 years. We've been doing residential and commercial complexes and single house bungalows.
How has the COVID-19 pandemic affected the industry?
As globally as in Kenya as well, the pandemic has drastically affected us and the real estate. It has slowed down quite a bit in terms of our uptake, especially in the first half of the year. Fortunately for us, the second half was looking and did look a lot better for us. Together with, at a time like this, fellow Kenyans, our banks, our financial institutions, and our suppliers and clients came together, and we managed to pull through this pandemic. And we are still going to hope that they support us throughout the next year.
Indeed, construction is one of the big four agendas by President Uhuru Kenyatta. What attracted Mira to venture into this real estate industry?
Well, as you put it, it is His Excellency's, the President's, one of the big four agendas. So as a developer, we feel that we have a direct hand in it, where we can actually help out directly by building the affordable housing units that they require overall in the country, which is way over 4,000. The other thing is also we wanted to branch out and expand our network and our clientele. Together with this gives us an opportunity to give my fellow Kenyans a way to access to affordable housing.
What are some of the projects that you have undertaken, and especially now that we have COVID-19 in the country?
Well, having successfully completed phase 1 of our new project Green Zone, we are embarking on phase 2 of the same, which is in the affordable region, which is comprising of 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom, starting from as low as 2.65 million shillings, which is very much affordable to my fellow Kenyans.
And with mortgage uptake in the country still low, and would you say cash or tenant purchase in the country works better in the Kenyan market or the Kenyan model?
I believe, especially in these times, we believe that the tenant purchase scheme works better because it gives a longer time, an affordable way to long time to pay back your loans when you take the mortgage.
How important is the Kenyan, anybody who wants to have perhaps a house that he intends to live in, or intends to sell, or intends to loan out, and refinancing companies coming in towards accelerating the affordable housing scheme in the country?
I believe that KMRC, together with local financial institutions such as Housing Finance, have done a great job in trying to embark on this, because they are trying to lend mortgages at single-digit figures, which is 9%, compared with what the market rates are of between 12 and 15. So GIF gives a lot of people affordable and favorable terms, if I may add, to get access to mortgages to finance their new homes and new units.
You began by saying the uptake, and especially this year, has been low because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Would you say the uptake of finished houses is likely to drag as it has done this year when we come to 2021?
Ben, as I mentioned to you earlier, the second half was looking very nice for us. Things did start improving, and yes, the units did drag in terms of the uptake. But I believe, as the world does globally as well, the introduction of the vaccine will give some boost to everybody and some confidence to everybody that the uptake next year I see improving drastically.
Definitely, the government driving the Big Four agenda, and construction being one of them. The government said it will support all those companies that perhaps want to engage in affordable housing. Have you gotten any support from the government of Kenya?
Yes, they have made a lot of things easier for us. They have made the communication lines a lot easier, and they're also processing of certain permits and certain assistance we require from the parastatal office and the government offices. They have improved it for us, and in terms of especially engaging the private sector, they've done a great job.
There has been delays, of course. There was a total lockdown in some of the counties in the country when COVID-19 hit us. How did this affect the completion of houses? And of course, you know, the social distancing, some companies had to opt, of course, to reduce some workforce. How did it affect the completion of houses in the country?
Definitely, this has affected us in terms of delayed in terms of our projects, in terms of delivery. However, because we have various floors, for example, if I can say, we have various floors that we have our employees working on. So in terms of social distancing, we can say that we limit the number of employees on a certain floor and also on various grounds, because the projects are quite large. So you can stagnate, I mean, you can spread your people around and improve the social distancing.
And from your assessments, do Kenyans prefer buying land and building themselves, or do they prefer a completed house or mortgage?
I believe that is both ways, because a lot of people outside Nairobi believe they have the existing lands anyways. A lot of people say they believe they want to invest in their own land and build their own units. However, when it comes to urban areas like Nairobi and the major cities around town, we believe Kenyans are now going towards not buying their own land, but investing in ready-made apartments and residential projects and taking mortgages for the same.
What is as we wind up, what is the foreseeable future of the real estate here in Kenya? Of course, we expect the economy to improve post-COVID, but what is the future of real estate here in Kenya?
We believe, again, as I go back to saying that the introduction of the vaccination is drastically improving our inquiries. As I said, even closing December, I'm thinking maybe December we should not even close, because our inquiries have increased. Come next year, we believe that, again, as always, construction will take a leading way in improving the overall economy post-COVID.
Final one.
Thank you very much for your time. And we hope that our next year seems better for us as well as globally because of this COVID pandemic.
Thank you so much. That was Suraj Jaram, who is the team leader of Mira Construction Limited, talking about post-COVID. And at least he has alluded that the economy has been a little bit better in the last quarter of this year. Of course, we hope that next year will offer better tides.